Ah, 7 wins out of 7. It just keeps getting better with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer at the club. How's it going, everyone? It's the Flying Pig here on Flying Pig United with a live match reaction for the Manchester United versus Brighton game, which has just finished 2-1 to the once again mighty Red Devils. It feels good to say that again and have actual belief in what I'm saying. He's totally turned us around. 7 wins out of 7. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer can do no wrong. He's come in, the babyface messiah, and he has turned Manchester United's fortunes right around. We now sit 5th, 3 points ahead of the Gooners. 3 points behind a floundering Chelsea. And we will get into the top 4 in this life or the next. And then I would be able to shave my monstrosity of a haircut. Because as you all know, I said I would not get this cut again until Manchester United are in the top 4. And as you can see, it's turning into some sort of ode to Marouane Fellaini, but not in a good way. Everybody who's tuned in right now, get your thoughts and opinions in about the current state of Manchester United. It's such a turnaround. We are suddenly a good team once again. Most of the games we've played have been favourable. Look at my hair flopping around there. It's mental. Like Michael McIntyre. But anyway, it's pretty mental, the turnaround that we've had at the club. The coaching staff, the players all deserve a heck of a lot of credit. Paul Pogba once again getting his name on the team sheet. On the score sheet. Marcus Rashford, 4 games in a row now in the league that he's banged in a goal. The lad just keeps on scoring. He's come on another level. He looks like the next true quality world-class striker for Manchester United. He really does. 20 years of age, only getting better. He's shown glimpses of his potential whilst at Manchester United. But I think these last 4 or 5 games, or certainly since Ole Gunnar's come in, he's sort of cemented himself as the future of Manchester United and the future of England, because he's capable of pulling off some real world-class stuff right now. He's got age on his side. He's got to get experience in terms of decision-making and that sort of thing that will come with just playing lots of games. But 150 appearances for United. Marked it off with another goal. Fantastic finish from him. I mean, let's just talk about that goal because it was absolutely special. Fair play to Diego Dallo. I think he's had another great performance from him. What a live wire he is. He's always creating things for us. Great flying wing back. Solid defensively. I think he's got a fantastic future at Manchester United, but he did ever so well. But he gives the ball to Rashford, and Rashford has everything to do with a little bit of twinkle toe straight out of the Ronaldo playbook. He has done the defender, and from an outrageous angle, has curled in a lovely curling effort into the top right-hand corner, placed it in there, passed it into the net. It was a FIFA goal. It was a piss-take goal is what it was. It's a piss-take FIFA goal where you do the defender. It's an outrageous world-class finesse shot, if that's what you want to call it. And stunning finish, stunning goal. That's what it's all about being at Manchester United at the moment. The positivity's back. The way that we're playing is back to much where it should be. The standard that we come to expect, the attacking nature behind it. It's not perfect. We conceded in the second half there out of nowhere, really. It was all comfortable before that. We invited pressure onto us in that second half. Could have gone a different way. They did get balls into the box a few times late on in the game. United doing everything just to, hang on there. But I think just the whole team looks so much better with Ole Gunnar coming in now. I believe he's the first manager in United history to win his first 6 league games. I mean, that is some legendary shit right there. What else does he have to do to get the job permanently? Seriously, what does he actually have to do? Do you know what I mean? Does he have to give birth to the second coming? What does he have to do to get this job right now? I mean, okay, people will say, look, there's no need to cement it. There's still a long time left of the season. He could always go downhill and we could end up out of the fight. But just for somebody coming in who's able to turn this ship around, and let's face it, we were the freaking HMS Titanic, whatever it is. HMS Titanic, and we've hit an iceberg that was Jose Mourinho. We are sinking. We were sinking. But out of nowhere, a luxury lifeboat the size of the Titanic pops along with Ole Gunnar's face on it. And all of a sudden, we are absolutely fine again. We are turning around in the right direction once again, and we are on course for Champions League football next season. Okay, we're still a few points behind Chelsea, but I think there's good evidence lately to say that Chelsea are melting. And United are only getting stronger. I don't know if you've seen our next 6 fixtures in the Premier League. That takes us all the way up until March. But other than the Liverpool game, and this Liverpool game will be a completely different prospect to the last Liverpool game when we had Jose in charge. It was a complete calamity. It would be a different type of game, different United spirit and style that we'll be approaching that game. So that's a winnable game. Okay, Liverpool on another level at the moment, but still with the momentum with us, we've shown against Spurs. Yes, we've only beaten easy teams apart from Spurs, or including Spurs, whatever you want to say. But we could win that game. If you look at our next 6 or 7 fixtures, they are absolutely winnable. United can march our way into the top 4 come March, and our season is completely saved. And it's all down to making the decision to get rid of the Goblin, making the decision to get the baby-faced assassin in, making the decision to get Mike Phelan and Carrick in, because I think they're playing a huge role in this turnaround at Manchester United. The players look bang up for it. They look confident. They look rejuvenated. They look like a bunch of different players. Rashford looks like the next quality world-class player to come into world football. He really does. Since Ollie's come in, he's taken it to a new level. He's been gifted these opportunities. He's obviously had an arm put around him and said, look, you're my man at the moment. Romelu might cost 80 million, but you are my man at the moment, Marcus. Take this opportunity and run with it. And that is exactly what he's doing. He's performing absolutely out of this world. Goals galore, fantastic goals, showing his technique, showing his skills, and he's only getting better. He's so young. So in terms of the future of our forwards, going forward at Manchester United, I'm absolutely buzzing about that one. We seem to have players like Paul Pogba, Matic, Herrera, all new signings, basically. They're new signings under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer compared to how they were. Our defence immediately looks better. Lindelof is no longer a Dwindleoff. Phil Jones suddenly does have some bones about him. You know? And I know they're not perfect, and I know they're not world-class, but at least we are playing to our strengths right now. I'm absolutely buzzing anyway, as you can imagine. It's all positivity United. 7 wins out of 7 for United. The babyface session keeps us marching forward, hopefully into the top 4 very soon, so I can get this monstrosity of a hairdo sorted out. Get your comments and thoughts in. I'm going to go through them now. Alex Rincon straight away kicking it off. Thank you so much for stopping by and getting involved with a super chat here, Alex. He comments and says, good grind out victory. Well done, boys. Absolutely well said. We ground it out. We hung on in the end there. Shame we allowed Brighton back into the game by scoring that goal in the second half. Made it a little bit nervy at the end there, but we still did enough to hang on. And that's what it's about. I don't think we would have shown that spirit to even hang on in that sort of game under Jose. In fact, we definitely wouldn't have, because we'd have been 2-0 down by half-time and having to chase the freaking game. But yeah, thank you so much, Alex Rincon, for getting involved there. Alex Rudd comments and says, Arsenal will win. Well, hopefully you don't, actually, because like I say, Chelsea a few points ahead of us. Arsenal, we're 3 points ahead of right now. We'll see how it goes. I mean, I can't really say that I want the Gooners to win that game. Alex Rincon comments and says, nice Fellaini hair pig. I know, I bet a lot of you didn't even realise I had hair. I could almost put it in like a man bun now. No, it's getting outrageous. Not that I would do that. But oh, it looks so shit. Where's my hat? I need to put my hat back on. Anyway, I'm going to get it sorted out very, very soon. As you can tell, it's been completely uncut for months now, because I'm not getting it cut until United are back in the top 4. Hopefully, it's not going to be that long. Before Ole Gunnar Solskjaer came back to the club, I was expecting to go into 2021 with crazy flowing locks of hair. But thankfully, getting Ole in seems to have done the trick. Hopefully, it's not that long until I can get this monstrosity tended to. Comment here from Lascavie Mayonnaise, who comments and says the last 30 minutes were crap. Again, same with Spurs. I mean, the last 30 certainly were not inspiring. We allowed them back into the game. It's a bit nervy. We didn't create hardly anything for the last part of the game. And I agree with you. We did go off the boil, but the job was really done in the first half. 2-0 up at half-time. Shame we couldn't close it out a little bit more convincingly. And at the end there, it was a bit ropey. And we could hopefully, approach the end of games a little bit more like we have previously under Ollie, or previously under Sir Alex, where we're peppering them for the last part of the game. But the job was done today anyway. Whichever way you look at it, we got the win. That's all that really matters. For the first 60 minutes of the game, we were very good. Last 30, we just sort of dwindled off. I think they got comfortable out there. They just took their eyes off the prize a little bit. They went to sleep at the back to concede that goal. And that sort of woke us up a little bit, and thankfully we held on. We got a comment here from Ramswood who comments and says, good win, but we need better defenders and we need to play Sanchez more, much more. Fair play to you. I respect your opinion. I do think that Ollie's getting the best out of this defence at the moment, but their goal, the fact we have conceded, does only highlight some of the problems we do have at the back. Phil Jones, I think, has had a great turnaround since Ollie Gunner's come in, but at the end of the day, he's still the face man who makes errors left, right, and centre. You know, he's good against teams like Brighton and some of the teams we've been playing recently, but I don't want to see Phil Jones going up against the likes of Barcelona or anybody like that in the Champions League or PSG. I mean, come on, how many times is he going to be making those faces against Neymar and Cavani? You know, probably turn into Harvey Dent, Two-Face Dent or something out there, just from having his body twisted around so much. But so I agree with you. I'd like to see maybe a bit more solidity at the back. I like Eric Bailly. I know he's been suspended. I know, Phil Jones and Lindelof have done well recently. But I think he's more of the future of Manchester United. But we will see. We saw in the last game, temperament not exactly up to it. Winning the game comfortably, goes and gets himself sent off. Silly decisions cost you in big games. So I don't know. There's still a lot of question marks about Bailly. What I would say about Eric Bailly is he was one of those ones that sort of came in under the radar when we signed him. Happy we got him. He instantly looked amazing. Thought we had a new Vidic or something. And he was very solid. And he has shown great potential, great ability as a defender, you know, put his body on the line, clearances, tackling, it's all there. He's got all the skills, he possesses all the skills. Maybe he doesn't quite possess the temperament, but at the same time, I would like to see us, even if we had a quality Bailly, he's just not quite lived up to it either. He needs a good run in the side to be able to show that he can do that and step up like a lot of the players have under this new managerial regime. But I would still like to see a quality defender coming in this window. You know, there's talk about lots of people don't like Toby Alderweireld for some reason. I think he's a really good player. I'd take him at Manchester United, another good quality defender to have around. Maybe not top tier, and maybe that's what we're after right now, but certainly a good prospect. And he's got, I believe, a 20 to 25 million release clause on his contract. Just had an extension done at the club. Doesn't have long left at Spurs, basically, and he's been a target for Manchester United. I would like to see Ole Gunnar, I said it in the last video, but I would like to see, what's going on with this? I would like to see Ole Gunnar given a bit of money in this window. And what I mean by that is it's not just about a director or people upstairs pulling the strings and getting the players in and making the decisions to sign the transfers. I want to see a little bit more responsibility given to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer now, because I think he is looking like he's going to be our permanent next manager. That's my opinion anyway. And I think if he was given that confidence by the board, it's only going to do him good. It's only going to do the squad good. It's only going to allow him to go out there in the transfer window and have a say in the types of players that we're bringing to the club, which is obviously the types of players he wants to play in the system that he wants. And in my opinion, in terms of somebody having a manager who's going to match the system that us fans want and that Manchester United deserve and that we're known for, the history, tradition of the club, then there's no better man than Ole Gunnar Solskjaer to do that. So based on the start he's had, based on his coaching style, his professionalism, the way he handles the media, absolutely everything, I'd say he's absolutely the right candidate to take on the job at Manchester United and be the next United manager permanently. And Mike Phelan as well, 100% as assistant, and Michael Carrick as well. This formula, at least for now, it just seems to be working so well. He gets the club. That's what I mean. We don't have this Portuguese Mr. Bean in charge he's not prepared to change his own ways. Even when we're floundering, even when it's not working, he's not prepared to change it up. We've actually got someone who doesn't have to change now because his philosophy is that of Manchester United. It is attacking, it is free-flowing, it's entertaining, it's allowing your players more freedom out there to perform. And we're seeing that the players, since Jose's left, have come on leaps and bounds. The likes of Marcus Rashford, the likes of Nemanja Matic, the likes of Paul Pogba. You know, you cannot deny the instant upturn in form that has happened to these players since we got that twat out the door. Everybody, thanks so much for tuning into this live stream right now. Sorry about the way I look. I'm sure I started this video with a little bit of a better hairdo, but it's just turned into a complete shambles. Oh, controversial comment here from Muddy Views. How's it going there, Muddy? He says, I'm a Man City fan. I'm loving this Pogba regeneration. We are seeing a real Man United we are more used to. What the hell? Positivity from a Man City fan. I think that was maybe somebody trolling there. But either way, even if you are a legit Man City fan, giving us some positive vibes, thanks very much. I couldn't agree more. I think Pogba's looks like the player we thought we were signing since Jose's gone. I think a lot of Pogba's lack of performances and inconsistencies out there were down to Jose Mourinho's negative system. I hate to say that because at times I was adamant that Paul Pogba's mentality was off. I was adamant that he just wasn't quite up to the standard of Manchester United because I've seen a lot of games that he's performed in to a subpar level. But then if you take the manager out of the equation, if you take the puppet master out, the shackler, if you will, then all of a sudden we get players who have confidence out there, who are playing with freedom and who are playing to their strengths and that are happy with the system that they've been asked to play, which is, in all accounts, all intents and purposes, seems to be an attacking, free-flowing system. Donny Campbell says, bring back the hat. Yeah, you're not wrong there. Do you know what? I'm going to stick it on right now because this is a shambles. There we go. That looks altogether much better, doesn't it? It's much better. Paul Lucas, I like the whole coaching team of Ollie feeding Carrick and McKenna. Couldn't agree more. I think the way in which the change has happened overnight is only really down to the coaching. It's only really down to the mentality and just making the players feel confident, making the players feel happy, getting them motivated up for it, understanding that they are representing United and they can't just go out there and be a bunch of prima donna melters and they have to fight for the shirt and they have to be passionate and they have to perform. And it seems like they are willing to fight for their places out there. It seems like they understand now what they're being asked of in representing United and are able to go out there and do it because they are quality players. You know, I've said it time and time again. We have got some world-class talents in our side. Certainly going forward, I think most teams in the world would take Marcus Rashford right now based on potential alone and the ability that he's showing now. I think most teams around the world would take Anthony Martial if you held a gun to the head. You know, he might not get in all of them, but on his day, he's as good as anybody. And I think most teams in the world, given a reasonable transfer fee, would love to sign up Anthony Martial. Absolutely, he's quality. Paul Pogba on his day is sensational. He's a match winner. We've seen it. We've seen it recently more than we have pretty much throughout his whole return career at Manchester United. He is performing and he is a match winner. And when he's on form and when he's up for it, he's a game changer. He can pull the strings, he can score goals, he can set them up. He can do everything. And you're only going to see more and more of that now that the shackles have been taken off. And now that there's that positivity back to the club and that style of attacking, you know, that never say die attacking attitude that we should have at the club. Absolutely. Zadek Rahman comments, get a new haircut, pig. I totally agree, man. It's only a matter of time. I'm a man of my word. I said I wasn't going to get it cut until United were in the top four, and I won't. But as soon as we are, trust me, I'm going straight down the barbers. The music fiend, someone get pig a comb. Beata Thompson comments, you look like Frodo today, pig. You're a legend. Thanks for your videos. Thank you so much to you as well, pal. Thanks for getting involved. I don't think anybody's ever compared me to Frodo before, mate. Let's be honest now. Ben Silver, RMS means Royal Mail Ship. HMS means Her Majesty's Ship for the UK. Okay, thanks very much. I did actually know that. something along those lines anyway. Paul Lucas comments, Dallo did a solid job, especially not knowing he was starting until 50 minutes before the match. He looks like a real prospect, doesn't he? Great signing. If Jose had a hand in signing him, fair play to him. He looks like a good young prospect. Probably didn't, though. Let's be honest now. Probably wanted to go and sign Marco Materazzi or something. But anyway, he does look like a great talent. He's doing it for us at the moment. He's so young. He's so young. He's got a lot of improving to do. He will improve as he gets experience. I think he looks like he could be the future of Manchester United in that position. He really does. We've got good young wing-backs now. You know, we've got some aging wing-backs, the likes of Valencia and, of course, Ashley Young. They can't be around forever and ever. They are aging, and they are aging badly. Although, you know, fair play to Ashley, he's so consistent. But Luke Shaw and Diogo Dalot, they look like they could be the future of Manchester United in those positions, absolutely. John Cameron makes a very good point and comments and says, hope Gunners draw. Yeah, that's probably the best thing that we can happen because I think that would take Chelsea to 4 points ahead of us, which isn't too bad. And, of course, Arsenal would be 2 points behind us then, which is absolutely fine. If Chelsea win, they would go 6 points above us, which is a bit of a nightmare. It does open up that gap a little bit. Best case scenario maybe would be the draw then, or Arsenal going on and taking the W. Alex Rudd with a little cheeky super chat. Vote that you grow your hair until end of the season. That's what he votes. I vote that you grow your hair until end of the season. Absolutely not, Alex. Have you seen the state of it? I mean, what would it look like? It just turns into some sort of crazy Seth Rogen sort of Jewish afro, to be perfectly honest with you, when I let it grow out. You know, you ain't seen nothing yet. This is, I've done it a couple of times before. It's not a good look for me, Alex, but thank you very much. We've got a super chat from a new chappie in the house. How's it going to you, Guillermo? Guillermo Echeverria. I hope I said that right. Don't know where you're from. Sounds like you could be from Honduras or something. But wherever you are from, thanks for stopping by on the channel. He drops a super chat and says, keep fighting the good fight. Thank you so much, mate. Means a lot. Thanks for stopping by and getting involved and having your say as ever. You're a legend. New guy in the house getting involved. Thanks so much for stopping by. Nick Suberling, he's a regular legend that stopped by here with a cheeky super chat. He says, what the hell is up with our second halves? Yeah, it wasn't a great second half from us. Did the job in the first half. Lucky enough for us, Brighton didn't have too much in terms of firepower or will going forward in the second half. We just did enough to hang on. Defensively wasn't great. Offensively, it wasn't great second half. I agree, it wasn't great, but we got the job done. I think we basically just did a Victor dwindle off, and we dwindled off in that game because the job was done. We were sort of over the line, and we just had to ease our foot off the gas and make it a little bit more difficult for ourselves than it should be, because that's also the United way. Thank you so much, Nick Suberlin. Comment here from Russell Unyoni, who comments 7 in 7. Big positive. Toto Martial gradually improving his form ahead of the trip to Paris. He's going to have 34-year-old Alves on toast. Do you know what? You bring up a good point there, and I said it before. I think PSG can be got at defensively. If you look at the pace we've got up top there, Rashford, he's going to cause them a couple of nightmares previously before the game, isn't he? They're not going to be looking forward to playing him with his blistering pace and the form that he showed lately and the potential he has. Same goes for Tony Martial, as you said. You know, he is a player that surely on his day, if he performs, is going to cause their defence all sorts of problems. You know, I really do think that. You know, okay, they got good defenders, Marquinhos, Thiago Silva, Dani Alves, you know, whatever. They can be got at. They absolutely can be, and that is a winnable game for us now. Under Jose, it didn't look like a winnable game. It looked like it was well away from us. But now, with the momentum with us, with the confidence back up at United, with this new mentality, the new lift we've had at the club, with this new management and coaching and everything, then we've got just as good a chance as anybody at winning that game. James Mellier with a comment, Ander Herrera is my man of the match. Fair play to James. You know, Ander Herrera is another player. Recently, he's been doing the business for us. He has. Everyone looks more comfortable in this system. Everyone looks more comfortable now Jose's gone. He's one of those players that's up to his level. He's performing now. He's representing United well. And he did get player of the season for us a couple of years ago, I believe. He has showed in his time at United. He does have the ability. Consistency-wise, he needs to bring that to his game, but I think he's looked really good, and I rate him. Certainly to me, he's not one of those players that I want to see moved on. There's a couple of players at Manchester United that I do think we should look to get rid of, but he's certainly not one of them. I'd say we keep him around at the club. He's absolutely good. Guillermo Echeverria in the house with another super chat. God, he's just showed his face around here, and now he can't stop chirping up, can he? Thank you so much for getting involved here, Guillermo. Let's see what you've got to say for yourself on this occasion. He comments, I've watched you for a few years now. I just never comment. Love the rants from the good old USA, and I'm also Mexican. Thank you so much for getting involved there, pal. You know, another Mexican fan that we've got involved here, obviously from the USA. And he's also Mexican, so he's like a USA-Mexican hybrid. Or are you just somebody that has gone over the border into the USA, and so you say you're from the USA? Either way, that's all good to me, and I believe in all that stuff. Thank you so much, Guillermo. The most Mexican name ever, Guillermo Echeverria. Appreciate you getting involved. He's apparently watched these videos for years and never commented. So thank you so much for choosing today to make it the day that you get involved with your thoughts. But yeah, are you a Manchester United fan from over there? I'm guessing that you are. Griffo Chaz, my pal Chaz in the house. Rashford or Kane? It's Kane for me. Yeah, a bit of a random question there, bringing that up. Did you not see the game last week? Did you not? I don't know. Let's be honest now. Right now, in world football, who's the better striker? It's Harry Kane. You're talking about World Cup Golden Boot winner, probably the luckiest World Cup Golden Boot winner ever, but still World Cup Golden Boot winner. He is scored consistently 20-odd goals a season for Spurs' last few seasons. He's further along in his career as a professional footballer, absolutely. Look at the goal score record, doesn't even come close, and he's doing it for a shit team like Spurs as well, even though they're above us still. But you know what I mean? I think Harry Kane right now, you have to say, he's a more developed talent. He's a more seasoned goal scorer. And anybody who says otherwise, I'm sorry. I know people want to stick up for Rashford in this one, but he's still got a lot of developing to do, Rashford. But in the future, he could certainly surpass Harry Kane because he's got all the ability in the world. You can see that with the type of goal that he scored today, the technique, the trickery, the ability to be able to do that. You know, you can't just do that if you're some average, pig in the poke mug. You've got to be pretty decent to be able to pull off that sort of skill and execution and do that at this level. And so he's got all the attributes to be a top quality footballer. He could go on and take over that horse face, no doubt about it. But I do rate Harry Kane. I'd love to have Harry Kane at Manchester United, for instance. I think he's just a natural born finisher. He might look like Rodney Trotter, but he's a bloody good footballer. Imagine Rashford and Kane at the peak of their powers up top for England, though. That's a scary prospect. Bernat Dean agrees with the previous commentator and says Herrera was class. Absolutely, really rate Ander Herrera. Hopefully, this is the start of him putting together consistent performances now. Do us a favour if you're tuned in live to this video right now. Smash a like on this video. Smash it on this video for the turnaround that United have had. Smash a like on this video for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Smash one for Mike Phelan. Yeah? Smash one for us overtaking those Arsenal scums. Soon to be taking over those Liverpool scummers. Okay, maybe a little bit far away, but you know what I'm doing? You know what I'm saying? Right. Comment from Clay Buzz. Martial was mint today, even though he didn't score. 100% agree. He's performed, actually, all season for us, basically. Even when we had Mr. Bean in charge of the club, Anthony Martial had stepped up, and he was a player that was performing for Manchester United. No doubt about that. I have to give him a pat on the back for that and say that even in a complete shower of shit, he was able to glimmer like a diamond in the rough. And now he is shining very brightly in a sea of diamonds. It's just positivity all around for us. Guillermo, calm down, pal. Getting involved with another message. He comments and says, Super chats and says, started watching since the... Hang on, it's disappeared. Since the Ginger Goblin days, all the nicknames you have for our past managers are absolutely hilarious. 100% American. I bet you are, pal. I bet you are, Guillermo. No, fair play to you. Second generation, I'm guessing. Anyway, thank you so much for, again, getting involved here. He's comments, Ginger Goblin, Cave Dweller, David Moyes, what else was there? Louis van Gaal was the Dutch Goblin. It's not very creative, is it? It's not very creative, let's be honest now. Stroopwaffelweeter, can't remember what else I called him, but there was a few. Thank you so much again, mate, for getting involved. Amog Patel comments, I watched Pig for over 3 years, and this is the first time I've commented. Well, we've got another newbie in the house. There you go. I've actually made this guy sign up to get a new account just so he can comment. Thanks so much for getting involved. Right, guys, I think I'm pretty much going to wrap it up there. But I just want to say to everybody who does watch these videos and get involved, you're a bunch of legends. Thanks so much for stopping by on the channel. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on the current state of affairs at United. It is, of course, the January transfer window. I've had a really busy week, but I will keep you up to date with any solid transfer news that's coming. This isn't fricking the United bland over here or anything. We're not just going to make shit up. I'm going to report on the real stuff that's actually solid and that's actually happening at Manchester United in the transfer window. So you can bet your bottom dollar on that. Keep an eye out for them. If you get a notification from the Flying Pig channel about a transfer, it's pretty freaking legit. Because I'm not just going to talk about some bullshit. But anyway, we'll leave it there. Thanks so much for stopping by on the channel. do us a favor before you go. Do hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. Subscribe to the channel and, have your say in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Tom Sampson, hi Pig, I watch and comment but never reply. Oh, apologies for that, mate. You just got one, didn't you? The problem is there's a whole bunch of people sending in comments right now. There's 100 odd people in here live and the comments are pinging through. I'm trying to talk. I've got to read. By the time I've talked, in response to the previous comment, a whole other bunch of comments has come through. So I'm going to miss you guys' comments from time to time. So I'm grateful for everybody that does send them in. But, keep doing it. If I have missed them, keep doing it. It's only a matter of time before I get round to it. Of course, there's super chats that people send in that take up half the screen. Obviously, they're taking the time to actually send those in. So I have to respond to those. But of course, as you guys know, I try and answer as many of your guys' comments as I can in about half an hour with these live match reactions, regardless of whether they're super chats or whatever. It's just who I see. So it's luck of the draw, lad. It really is. But thanks so much for getting involved this time around. I'm going to do a few shout-outs here to some people that just keep on complaining that I don't reply. Ryan Lim, how's it going? Veska75, Alex Rudd, usual absolute staple of a legend there. Kane versus Predator, The Music Fiend, Andy Manchester, usual legend. There's a bunch of legends I'd like to shout out. There's just a few. Thanks so much for stopping by on the channel today. If I've not responded to your comments, you know what you can do. You can stick around. Once this video has been published, you can come back. You can comment in the comment section and I'll respond to them there. So please do that if I've missed your opinions in this particular live stream. But for now, you've been watching The Flying Pig on Flying Pig United. Thanks so much for stopping by on the channel. Like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. As I say, you can follow me on social media at Mr. Flying Pig HD. Come on, United! The baby-faced assassin is here to stay. Make it official. Just make it official, the board. Give him the job on a permanent basis. Let's sign some quality in this transfer window. Let's get into the top 4. We're marching on. We've got 6 easy winnable games coming up. Fucking have it. Right, I'll see you soon. We're freaking back. United are back. I'll see you soon. Take it easy. Have yourselves a good